They say that if you want to exercise right, you gotta get that heart pumping. You have to get fresh blood and oxygen to all your muscles so they can work out at their full capacity. So as you fight to run that extra mile, that extra painful mile, you're doing more than just strengthening your muscles. You're also strengthening your heart and improving your entire cardiovascular system. All that blood pumping is also giving your heart a workout, and that little bit of work, okay, it's a lot of bit of work, but whatever, it might be all it takes to save your heart and your life from the effects of cardiovascular disease.
It's been known for forever to be a helpful thing. People feel better if they exercise, they keep the weight down if they exercise, it's good psychologically to exercise. Common sense says it's good to exercise. We now have clear statistical evidence, scientific evidence as well, that to prevent heart disease, to control diabetes, to help cholesterol, to reduce the risk of heart attack and stroke, and just to plain old live longer and stronger bones, that exercise is great.
Exercise reduces your cholesterol by lowering what we call bad cholesterol, or LDL, and increasing what we call good cholesterol, or HDL. LDL is the cholesterol that lines the inner walls of the blood vessels and eventually leads to blockages. HDL works like a vacuum, sucking up all the blockage-forming LDL. Exercise is like a double whammy against LDL. It not only decreases LDL, it also increases the amount of HDL available to pick up all that junk. But exercise isn't a one-trick pony. It prevents blockages in other ways.
Well, we think it helps prevent blockages by helping better control blood pressure, by helping burn cholesterol, by helping burn sugar. When the heart's pumping faster during exercise, that helps in the long run to lower blood pressure. It's helpful for our arteries, healthy for our arteries, to have that exercise to keep the blood pressure and cholesterol under better control, to keep the sugar under better control. You're burning sugar. And it's not just related to the actual heart rate, it's the other muscles working as well. So your arms and your legs that are actually moving and burning calories.
Now everyone hears the word exercise and they immediately think of tough, sweaty, can't catch your breath workouts like marathon running or bodybuilding weightlifting. Of course, challenging workouts are best. They don't call it a workout for nothing, you know. But if all you want is to give your heart a little boost, then 30 minutes of a slightly brisk walk is the minimum definition of exercise that makes a difference. And it doesn't have to be something that you hate.
The thing that's cardiovascularly beneficial is aerobic exercise, maybe balancing it with some weights as well, but that the predominant part of it should be aerobic, movement exercise. That's where we think there's the cardiovascular benefit. And so the example of walking is just something that's universally available, but some people get bored and some people, it just doesn't work into the lifestyle. So if you have an exercise bike in your bedroom or a swimming pool available in the local gym, these are all wonderful ways to get aerobic exercise. So there's no exact answer as to what's best for society. It's what works for you and really what you enjoy.
Of course, the primary concern here is health. So if it's been a while since you last laced up those sneakers, it's recommended that you consult your physician first.
So the doctor's going to ask you, do you have unusual shortness of breath? Do you have a tightness, heaviness in the chest that occurs with physical activity? And is that a warning sign of a potential blockage? The doctor would examine you, listen for a heart murmur, listen to your lungs, maybe do a chest x-ray. From the cardiac point of view, of course, get an EKG, make sure that looks good. So you want to have a basic checkup if you've been sedentary and you're going to start any sort of true exercise program, to see the doctor and get a general checkup and check the blood pressure, cholesterol, EKG, exam, all that would be the basics before starting any sort of realistic exercise program.
When you do start exercising again, be sure to start slow. Relearn what your limits are and then build from there. Start off with just a half hour of your preferred activity, and then as it gets easier, challenge yourself by adding just a minute each time. So if you exercise for 30 minutes next week, exercise for 31. Add a little bit more weight, or try new forms of exercise. Before you know it, you'll be an exercise buff, and your heart will be in tip-top shape. I'm Dr. Mike Rosen, and you're watching the eHealth Network. Stay healthy.